Hello, everybody. Welcome. How you doing, Kelly Joe?
Good. How you doing?
Doing wonderful. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Kathy A. A little twisted. Roger. Hello there, Jeff. Nice to see you there. Hello, John. Hello, Melinda. Psychic medium, Melinda. Hello there. So, how was your weekend?
Okay. How was yours?
Oh, I can't complain. Busy as always. So, yeah. How's the weather down there?
Hot. We could have a hurricane next weekend. Yay.
Really?
Said no one ever.
Wow, unbelievable. So tonight we have somebody special, somebody that I've been following on TikTok and some extraordinary activity. And we're talking to her in the green room. Let's go ahead and bring her on. Welcome, Michelle. How are you doing?
Hi, everyone.
So introduce yourself and give us a little history about yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle Wilfong. I live in Milwaukee, Oregon. I moved to an apartment, one-bedroom apartment, January of 2022. Some strange things kind of happened. So I got cameras and I have paranormal activity.
Oh, wow. What kind of activity you been having?
I have orbs, voices, ghost dogs that bark. I have amazing activity, amazing orbs, waves. Some of the orbs I can open up and see faces in them. I've even caught a cryptid-looking creature in an orb outside. So just amazing activity.
Wow, that's amazing. Kelly, what do you think about all this?
Yeah, I think she's also a medium. And I feel like there's, you're right. You have ghost dogs, you have shadow people, you have Native American Indians on the border, you have elementals, you have fairies, you have a lot of your ancestors around you that are the orbs. They're protecting you. You have a lot of protection around you, but you are a medium and you're drawing in all these souls. You also have like 5 land ghosts that came with the land before the apartment was built.
Yes, I feel that. I do.
It feels like you have different elements of history. You know, you got 1800 couple, a lady with a dark blue dress, long dress, like prairie dress. And then there's a man that wears like almost looks Amish, the Amish hat with I think he is Amish because he has a thick beard, the hat and the white shirt and the pants and then the suspenders.
Ah, that's amazing because it used to be orchards here, and I forgot his first name. His last name was Luling. They moved
Okay.
here from Germany, and they farmed the land. They brought pears, apples, cherry trees. So this used to be orchards where I live.
Okay.
So that's amazing. And they were German, so they would yeah, he did look like that, the beard and the I don't know what kind of hat you call it, but it had a wider brim.
Right. I don't know
And
what to call it either, but
yeah, there's pictures of him all over the community.
oh,
They paint him like on the side of the wall up here at a park. It's pretty amazing. Um, yeah, I'm interested to know what happened from that period to when they got the houses and people started moving in and made it more urban. So that's where I'm trying to explore and research more about the property.
you also have a person that passed on in the 1960s, little blonde haired girl that wanders around.
I did catch a child's voice. I
So,
did, and I sent the video. It says, "I can see you," and you can hear it sounds like a child's voice.
so she must have passed on in the 1960s. And she looks like she's like the age of maybe 8.
Yeah,
That's
that's about right.
and she's always wearing like a knee short dress, that comes across your knees. Those little boxy dresses they used to wear. And
Yes,
she's like the patent shoes with the ankle side. And I see her
yeah,
jumping. And I bet if you
that
put
makes sense.
a ball out, she'd play with it.
I will try that.
Well, I got the first video pulled up, and let's see what this is. And action.
Oh, this is the one. This was in March of 2024.
Ooh,
So, good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, March 1st, 2024. My name's Michelle. Welcome to my haunted apartment. I don't know if we're going to catch anything today, but here I am.
That that was a
Wherever
fairy.
you are.
That was a
Wasn't
fairy.
that beautiful?
yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
it's like a butterfly.
it was a fairy.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, March 1st, 2024. My name's Michelle. Welcome to my haunted apartment. I don't know if we're going to catch anything today, but
Right there.
Here I am. Anything today.
That's a
Here I
fairy.
am.
Fairy.
Anything today.
Isn't that
Here I am.
beautiful?
Anything today. But here I am. Anything
Yep.
today. Here I am.
And they
Anything today.
love
But
when
See, I
here I am.
told
take
you
them
had
to the
fairy
garden.
energy.
Here I am. Anything today. But here I am. Anything today. But here I am.
And that makes sense because of the orchards. They were, aren't the fairies from Germany?
Yes.
So it just makes sense that these were orchards and the family that moved here was from Germany. So yeah, that's just an amazing capture. I just love that.
That's exciting. But the orbs are your ancestors, your people that have passed on. You had like a grandpa on your dad's side, you had a grandma, they were together, and then you got your mom's side. Did she have a sister that passed?
Yes,
Because,
2 of them.
yeah, because there's a lady she died younger in the orb.
Yes.
Did you see
Unbelievable.
Did you see the faces, Grizz?
No, I was stuck on the fairy.
Yeah, it was so amazing. They loved that I garden outside, and there were some plants already here that were kind of died off, and everything was overgrown. So I've cleaned up the yard and everything around, and it seems like they love it. The plants are thriving. It looks absolutely amazing outside. I've done a lot of work gardening, and it looks great in the summertime.
Do you have any mint? They'd love for you to plant some mint.
I do have mint. Yes,
They
I have
love
a
the
huge
mint.
mint. Yes,
They
they
love
do.
it.
Yes,
And
it's
then
beautiful.
rosemary too. They love rosemary.
Okay, I will try some of that this year. They love the marigolds too. I plant
Oh,
marigolds
totally.
and they love them.
And if tulips will grow, they'd love to have tulip bulbs.
Yes, I do have some irises out there, and let's see, what else do I have? I have some daisies, quite a bit going on in the summertime, and all the ones that don't come up every year. I go and buy
Uh-huh.
more for the patio, so they really like that. I've cleaned up.
Oh,
Also, when I first moved in here, I have one of those Shark RoboVacs, and it's the older model. It does not have a remote or a mapping system. So, plugged it in, let it charge up, and sleeping 3, 4 a.m., the RoboVac just starts going off, just cleaning away. When maybe it's a glitch, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. So I unplugged it, let the battery die. 3 nights later, it started up again and just started cleaning between 3 and 4 in the morning. So by that point, I didn't have cameras and I was kind of freaked out. Like, what is going on here? But
oh,
when I first seen the apartment, I felt like I had been here before, and I just felt like I was familiar with this place. And I found out that my cousin, her grandmother, lived around the corner, and we used to go play there as kids.
oh,
So, but I could almost see myself in this living room, and one of the old TVs, that had the
yeah,
dials that were in the cabinets.
right.
And so I could see myself like as a kid here hiding behind a chair. So I get that vision all the time. So it was really familiar when I moved in. It was uneasy the first night because I felt like something was watching me or something was here. And what prompted me to get cameras is I was in my recliner one night, flipping through the TV, and something bumped me on the shoulder, and it brushed through my hair and it went around the living room. It was a gold orange colored orb, and it was big enough that I could see it spinning clockwise. And it went around the room by the closet. When it went through the TV, it made a zigzag pattern like a heart monitor and then just disappeared. But I was like, did that just happen? I'm sitting there like, did that just happen? And so I'm telling my son, I gotta get cameras because everyone's like, you're crazy, just relax, everything's gonna be okay. And I'm like, no, there's something here. And I was like, I'm getting cameras. I'm gonna show everyone there's something here. So that's what I did. But yeah, and it wasn't like it meant to scare me. It was more like it wanted me to know, hey, I'm here. You can actually connect with me. So, I didn't feel threatened. I wasn't afraid. Um, I do get startled once in a while when they flash in front of me when I'm not expecting it, but I don't really get afraid. I had one time when I had something growl at me, and I still feel like it was a pet that was treated badly in life. And I think it likes it here because I have other pet ghosts, um, or ghost pets.
I understand.
Yeah. And so I've had pets my whole life. So, I probably do have quite a few cats and dogs around me, even some horses at one point. So I'm sure they're around me. And yeah, it's amazing.
Well, our pets that we've had that have passed on come with us. So when we pass on, they greet us.
Oh, I love that. I'm looking forward to that.
Because one time after that tsunami over in Japan, I saw all the people with all any pet they had, like geese and ducks and horses and dogs and cats and crickets, and everything. I saw all of them walking with all their pets.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. Yes, absolutely. Michelle, have you had a near-death experience?
No, I was involved in a really bad car accident in 2018, and I was rear-ended on the freeway, and someone left their cruise control on and fell asleep at the wheel. It was stop and go traffic, and I seen my life flash before my eyes, and my I was in a truck, good thing, because it saved my life being heavy duty, but it almost rolled, and so I did hit my head pretty hard and suffered like concussion and all that. But I walked away from it, which is amazing because I've heard from the officer that did the report. He said, I've seen people, fatal at 25 miles an hour. And then this one, he was going at least 55, and hit me at a dead stop. And I walked away. But there were 4 other cars involved too. It wasn't just me. It's a chain reaction on the freeway thing. So,
And this is when everything started?
yeah, kind of. I did have a couple experiences as a child. Me and my sister seen a ghost in my aunt's house. It was a guy and his donkey, and there was a guy and his donkey that used to live on the farm. It was in Iowa. And we're telling my aunt, come look, the guy with the donkey's here. And she's like, what? Because we had seen him before. And I think I was probably 7. My sister was maybe 5. So we go get my aunt. She walked around the corner and said, I could see her face, and then it was gone. So I had, experiences as a kid, but nothing like what happened after 2018.
Right.
So, yeah.
What do you think, Kelly?
Well, you were born with it. You're a medium.
Right.
You've always seen, the ghosts have always come to you.
And my mom was good at predicting things. So looking back at some of her photographs, she has orbs in almost all the, Polaroids and photographs, that aren't digital. So I find it pretty amazing that it's probably been in our family for a while. We just never knew how to pick up on it.
And you also, it's a lineage. You also had a great grandma that could feel things and see things and know things. So know that, and it's like you're going to, now you have the tools that you need, like saying a prayer of protection in the morning when you get up, and if something's negative, you send it to the light, of God or our Lord Jesus Christ, and you're protected because you're always in the bubble. That way it doesn't absorb your energy.
Right. Yeah, I found that works best for me. There was a period in my life where I was addicted to drugs and, didn't pay attention to anything. So I'm wondering, it was around the same time, 2016, I, changed my life around and decided I was just going to give my life to Jesus Christ and go from there. And that's what I did. And, it doesn't have to be Jesus Christ. It could be any higher power.
Yes.
For me, that's what worked. And so here I am today. And, none of this would be possible without a higher power because, the things I capture on camera are amazing. So, that orb I call that we seen out of the closet there, I called it a butterfly because I didn't really know, is that a fairy? Is it a butterfly? Because you can almost see its wings moving.
Yeah, it's a fairy.
It's amazing. And that makes so much sense because of the gardening that I've done here. So that really makes a lot of sense. It really, brings it to light.
Yeah, all right. Let me start the next video here, ladies and gentlemen. And action. Make sure I got the volume, and here we go.
Unhuman and spirit and ghost and dog and cat and creature and alien. Did you own? Okay, you can hear a voice in the background that says, I can see you. And I zoom in on my dog because she's not barking. And at that time, no one here in the complex had dogs. I was the only one. Unhuman and spirit and ghost and dog and cat and creature and alien. Did you own?
Oh, yeah.
Creature and alien? Did you hear the child's voice? Did you
Play it again.
Did you own? Did you
Right there.
Yeah.
Did you
I can hear it now. Yeah.
Did you That sounds like a child. Did you
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's
And
clear.
then the ghost dog barking, you know?
Yeah.
I
I
gotta
hear the
yeah.
dog
do that.
barking. Your dog's not barking.
Yeah. And I have 3 videos in total where I zoom in on the dog. She's not barking. And there's a dog, or one I have the ghost dog barking and an orb like running around the room like a dog would. It's so crazy because you know when you come home and how the dog's excited and they'll do their lap around the living
Right.
room. And that's what it feels like. The dog's excited and it's doing a lap around the living room.
But did you actually hear that while you was recording?
No, I only hear it when I play the video back.
Because what's interesting is, right, is the little child is acknowledging that she can see you from the other side.
Yes. Isn't that amazing? And
Yes.
I've hopefully sent her to the light, but I think that she comes back to visit. I told her she could come back, but I wanted someone to take her to the light, and make sure she had been there. So I'm sure she crossed. I have a good feeling about it, but I think she's the one Kelly said must have died here, and she watches over the place. She likes to be here.
Well, she loves the energy of it. She goes back and forth. People that have crossed over can come back to visit, and they aren't stuck. They're just going in and out.
Right. Yeah, I don't feel like she's stuck here. But
Right.
yeah, she was, because I kept asking him, can you hear me? Can you see me? So several videos. And sometimes you have to record quite a long time to get them to acknowledge you. So sometimes I can turn on the camera and boom, it's that fast. But sometimes it takes a while. I have to tap in and coax them out so they come out. So some videos take longer than others. And I guess that's kind of just in general with paranormal. Sometimes, it's right there and sometimes it's not.
All right. Next video. And let me unmute it. Turn the volume up and action.
Rub my hands together. I know it sounds weird.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
It puts me
in
this state.
Watch it.
Rub my hands
And
together.
manifest.
I know it sounds weird, but
Yep.
it puts me.
That's a big orb.
It puts me.
Comes right out of the wall.
But, weird, but.
See how it comes
I know
out
it
of the wall?
sounds weird.
Yep.
But I know it sounds weird, but I know it sounds weird, but now I don't know, that might I have my husband's ashes here. He passed away in 2009 and his ashes are in the closet. It puts me, I know it sounds behind weird, that wall, but is the bedroom.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
Kelly, where do you
I'm
pick it up
pretty
on?
sure, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's here watching over me too. But
Well, it comes right out. So there's a closet over there.
Yeah, there's a little coat closet over there too. And that wall is my bedroom wall too.
Yeah.
So on the other side of that are two closets.
Wow. What do you think,
Yeah, just
Cole?
amazing.
They're all letting you know they're around.
Yes. Yes, they wanted me to know that they were here. I kind of think like they knew I could communicate is why they were so insistent. Um, yeah, it just seems like they wanted me to know, hey, look, I'm here. You can see me. You can hear me. And so, and they do get restless if I don't pay attention to them. They get restless. And during the day, well, when I first moved here, before I got cameras, I thought that the power was dipping out or I was having a stroke or something because I would see these flashes and it would almost, the light's so bright, you can't see for a minute. So, you know how when you get a bright light, it makes your eyes all goofy?
Right.
So I was like, is the power dipping out or did something just fly by my head? Now I know that it's orbs that are flying around me. So they get restless and they're like, hey, you need to sit down and talk to us.
Well,
Have
you're
you
such a medium, you just don't realize it.
have you had stuff disappear and reappear?
Yes, I just had owl feather. I use them when I cleanse with the sage. And I had an owl feather and I gathered my stuff up. Where's the owl feather? It's not where I put it. The eagle feather's there, the owl feather's gone. I looked high and low for that thing. And I finally said, okay, I'm just going to go on. Maybe it flew out. I don't know. So I walk over to my chair and it's sitting in my recliner. How it got from the shelf across on the other side of the room to my chair, I do not know.
They
But
materialized it and dematerialized it. They can do that.
yeah, they wanted me to use it though. So well, because I asked them, you need to put it back if you took it because I used that, regularly. So they did, they put it back. But yes, they like to move things around. And well, at first I thought I was crazy, but I asked them not to do that because, I need to find my keys and my glasses and things like that. Sometimes it's funny.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I have one spirit that always takes one earring. And
We
they
got
don't give it back.
we got a pirate.
Yeah, pirate.
Oh my Lord.
that's cute.
Unbelievable. So who do you talk to a lot in your apartment?
I talk to my mom and dad. I talk to all my ancestors. My sisters, two of my sisters passed away, and my husband. So I talk to them all the time. And I told them, I just want to do one thing that not on drugs that I can make you proud of me. So this is it. I'm trying to make you proud. And I don't know how this happened. It just kind of fell into my path. So I'm going to go with it. And they like it. They like what I'm doing. So they approve of it. And I can feel it in my heart that whatever I'm doing the right thing. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to get better and better at it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's they're glad that you're bringing light to the spirit realm.
Yes.
I see the fairy flying around you at night. Do you hear it?
Yes. When it flies by, you know how when a bee will fly by your head and you can hear the
Right.
buzz? Yes, I can hear it at night. It just did it like 2 nights ago. And it was really close. So I was like, wow, that was really close.
That's
But I
interesting.
have had them like when they get too close to my ears, it will almost make me feel not dizzy, but I can't hear for a second. It's almost like your head goes underwater. You know how your ears
Yeah.
feel? So sometimes when they get too close, either they go through me or too close to me, it almost feels like my ears are underwater. And then, so yeah, but I never get a headache from it. Nothing like that. No bad sensations. So I assume it's all good.
Well,
But most of the time, it gives you a staticky feeling. I
now,
almost feel like I'm staticky.
yeah. And do you hear like high pitched whine sometimes when orbs come through?
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
think you audioly you hear it. It's almost
Yes.
like a high pitch.
Yes. It's almost like they have a sound to them, but I just can't nail the word to put
Right.
with it. But yeah, you just did. It's a high pitched, yes, whistling almost noise. It's yeah, hard to explain.
Because you hear and you feel and you see. So you're all the above. You're all the audios. all
Yes.
the clairs. You have all the clairs.
Yes.
Yeah, I just so when I was the reason why I was asking those questions, I'm actually seeing the images of you doing it, and when you're
Yes.
doing it, that's why I was asking. So it's interesting.
Yes, that is interesting.
And you say good morning to everybody too. I see.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I always tell them good morning. And then when I close out, I tell them, you have to leave or you have to go where you go, watch over me. But, you can't remain here and bug me all day. I'm busy today. So I need you to, stay in the background, leave me alone, make sure no evil comes in. So I'm
Well,
big on asking them to protect me from evil and negative energy.
it's good that you do limitations and boundaries because they don't understand that unless you put them out there.
Right.
Because
Well,
you'll
they
get
really
inundated.
Yeah, they really like my bedroom, and I've even felt like ghost pets jump on the bed with me in the middle of the night sleeping. My son, he stayed here for a couple weeks, and he was out in the living room on a cot, and he says, "Mom, is the dog and cat with you?" I said, "Yeah, why?" He said, "Something just jumped up on the cot with me." And I said, I don't know, Jeff. It's a ghost dog here. So, yeah, they even like my son when he comes over.
Well, hun, it's passed down. He's real psychic and mediumship too. He can feel spirits and see them. So it's
Yeah.
lineal.
Do you have
Yes.
crystals in the bedroom?
What was that?
You have crystals in the bedroom?
Yes, I have them in every room. And I also keep an open Bible in every room. Um, my niece told me to do that to keep myself protected. She said evil doesn't like open Bibles. So I have an open Bible in every room, including the bathroom and at the front door. And one in my car that's open in the glove box.
And what do you
And
have that belongs to your mom that's sitting on the dresser?
oh, I have a picture of her and my dad.
Okay.
It's in
All
a
right.
crystal heart. Yes.
She
Yes.
likes that.
Yes, she does. I talk to her every day. When I first moved here, I was hanging stuff up, and I have my mom's and my aunt's rosary. And I hung them up on the thermostat, which has a little ledge and it's square. So they kind of just set right up there. I turned around to grab something else out of the box, and boom, they hit the floor. And I was like, that's weird. How did they fall off of the ledge? It's a 1-inch ledge. It couldn't have fell off of there. So I was like, okay. And I put them back up there and I said, you can't knock these off. These are my mom's, my aunt's, and they mean a lot to me. You have to leave these rosaries alone. So they've left them alone. They haven't moved since. But there was something a little negative when I moved in. I had flies, but it was all overgrown out front in the yard. And I thought maybe it was just needed cleaned up. So, as soon as I could, I got out there and cleaned up. And I had, I don't know, 3 or 4 fly strips. They were just horrible flies. And they were even inside. I didn't have anything inside for them. Why are all these flies here? And so after enough things happened and I saged, the first time I saged, the whole place smelled like roses. So, and I was like,
Virgin Mary.
wow, did that really happen? And it was crazy. Like,
Flies
I
indicate
still can't believe it.
negative entities. So the Virgin Mary came to help you.
Yes, but I do believe there was some negative here. The apartment was empty for a while because of the pandemic. So it sat empty for a while. And the one neighbor told me, I don't know if it's true or not, that they had a church next door. Some Latinos lived next door that worked for the landlord. And they did like a bootleg church, and they had pews in the living room and did like a service every Sunday. So there was like a small church next door in the apartment. Well, they weren't there very long, I guess just a few months. But I don't know. I kind of found that strange. I hope that they were, not doing anything weird.
No, they
But that's
were.
an apartment too. I'm on the end. It's 1 through 6, 6 apartments here, and I'm on the very end. So my wall just goes together with apartment 2. So, and nothing above me or below me. So just on one side of me.
And you got rid of the negativity right when you came in.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yes.
You have nothing bad.
I don't believe I do. I think everything here is good energy, and they like that I accept that they're here and acknowledge them.
They want to know on the Bibles, do you have any particular verse or chapter that you leave it open to?
I like to leave it open to Psalms, and then there was a couple in Deuteronomy that I didn't really like, but it has something to do with mediumship. And so I had that, but I'll just go through and do my daily verse and outline whatever it is I'm reading, like the verse of the day. And so I change it all the time. So the one in the dining room is my main Bible. So that one, and the one in my bedroom. So I read a different verse every day, or several. So yeah, the pages are always getting moved and highlighted, and yeah. So all over the place with the Bible.
Interesting. What do you think, Kelly?
I keep an open Bible too. I've done that since I was a kid. I usually just leave mine open to 23rd Psalm. But yeah, that stops any negativity. Sets up a good parameter of protection.
Yeah, and I try to read out of all of them, every day or at least once a week, because I have, let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bibles. The one in my car too. Huh? I have notifications off. Didn't know why that came through. But so I try to read out of each one of them. And then, okay, I catch them outside, right? Now, I don't know what happened, but I had a new car that had less than 5,000 miles on it, right? So I'm catching these orbs, and they're flying around my car and going over the car and through the windows. I can see it go through one window and out the other side. And so the next thing I know, I turn on the car and it says, call service department. So I call the service department, and they said, yeah, we got to replace the brain. And I go, the brain? Yeah, the main computer is shorted out. And I was like, oh my goodness. I couldn't tell them. I think it might have been paranormal activity. But so when I got it back out of the shop, I put crystals in, each side and the back and the front. So north, south, east, and west, and an open Bible in it. And then I regularly sage the car along with the apartment, and I've had no problems since then. So I don't know what happened, but they didn't have any records or recalls of any other cars that year and model, having that issue.
It's
So
your
it was,
energy. I fry
um,
stuff too. I had a little neon that I blew the whole circuit board out. And I went and got it
really?
fixed, and it blew it out again. It blew it out 5 times.
Okay, I don't feel so bad now because I thought, did I do something intentionally?
No,
So I don't feel so bad now.
and you
Right,
can't,
I think it's the
can't
energy.
yeah, you can't tell them it's you. The guy was going nuts. It's like, I know you did it. But said, no, I didn't do nothing.
Right. Yeah. And you don't want them to think you're crazy. That's what I was thinking. Oh, this is a dealership up the street. They're going to think I'm
One
crazy.
time I was real young and I was working for a hotel, and they came out with the electric, the registers. And if I would get upset, it would bend the spool thing and fry the circuit board. And the guy would come and say, I know that you're doing it because it only happens when you're here.
That's
He
crazy.
goes, look, it's all fried again. It only happens
And
when you're here.
I do have trouble with quite a few electronics. Yeah, vacuum cleaners, just you name it. So yeah, it happened quite a bit. And
Don't touch anything when you're upset. It will fry.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Sometimes I feel like I'm not perfect and I get mad and upset. And there was an issue in a store one day, and I got so angry I had to walk out because I was having thoughts in my head, and I thought, oh my God, I got to stop because I think that I could hurt someone with my thoughts. So I had to leave the store. But yeah, just one of those things that happen. I won't get into it because it was just stupid anyway, thinking back. But yeah, so and then sometimes I can walk by people and I can see things that I don't want to see that might happen to them. And so it's really hard to balance. Like I only want to see the good. I don't want to see,
Well,
you know,
white light,
it's
bubble
tough.
yourself. Yeah, white light, triple bubble yourself. Because
Okay.
the medium you're going to pick up. That way you don't suck their energy.
Right. Right. Yeah. And some of them it's like, oh, that, dark, dark, dark energy. And so yeah, and I just tap into it right away. And yeah, it's been like, I'm turning around. I'll come back later. Um, yeah, that's how
And
bad it gets. So yeah, there's like it's hard to balance because I can pick up on it. And some days it's easier and some days it's harder. But
as
some
as
days
you
it's just flash right there.
as you fine tune it, you'll learn how to control it better.
Okay, that's good. Cause yeah, I struggle with that. It's still new to me. So but I'm learning quite a bit and I'm gonna keep learning. I'm gonna keep my mind open, learn as much as I can.
Little Twisted wants to know, do you wake up in the morning and your cabinet doors are open?
Um, yes, the closet door is always open. So I leave it open now. And there's one closet or cupboard in the bathroom that likes to be open. And so I leave it open now too. Um, I just don't shut it all the way. It's just cracked open a couple inches because they like to open it so much and it's noisy. So I just leave it open. For some reason, you want those doors open, so I allow them to be open.
Wow. That's
So,
insane.
yes, she picked up on that. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, you have activity in your house all the time.
Yes. Yes, it never goes away. So that's why I have to set boundaries, or I would never get sleep.
Right.
Um, and they want to play 4 o'clock in the morning,
That's the
they want to
fairies.
play.
You have to address the fairies and tell them to go to sleep because they'll swing off the chandeliers.
Yes. And they are very busy. And
And they
so,
break things. So you need to yell at them about that.
yes. Yes, they do. I had a little windmill and I had to bring it in. I had it outside. I had to bring it in because of the winter and rain. And it was just sitting on the floor, just a little windmill thing that thing spinned around. It just fell over and broke into like a million pieces. It was like, how did that happen? But I've had things come off of shelves and fall on the floor, a thing that said faith. So yeah, there was some things, and I was like, how did that come off the shelf? That's a 4-inch shelf. How did it come off the shelf? It was setting against the wall. I don't know, but yeah, I've had things break.
That's insane. Kelly just laughs.
Yeah, it's not like it's intentional. I think that they're playing around and accidentally do it because it doesn't seem like it's on purpose when it happens.
You have younger fairies. Mine are dignified and they don't break a lot of stuff. But when the younger fairies come around, they'll break stuff. They'll make your water fountain overflow and burn up. Break glasses. You can have, like you said, the shelf. You'll have things that have been sitting there for years and years and years, and you see something go whiz, bang, boom.
Yes.
Excuse me, they get yelled at. That's not okay.
Right. Yeah, sometimes I get upset. Hey, you can't do that here. You can't do that. It's not nice.
I've banished the younger ones to the outside. It's like, okay, you're banished to the outdoors. You can't come in here no more.
I do that too. I open the door and tell them they have to go because you're getting too rambunctious. It's time to go outside and play.
Enough of that shenanigans.
Yes. Yes, you're picking up on it 100%.
Excuse me.
Wow. How does people find you and get a hold of you and follow you?
I post videos on TikTok and YouTube, Michelle Wilfong, and at my haunted apartment. I usually hashtag it. I didn't even know how to post the videos and screen record when I started. So some of my videos have the lines in them, and but I'm learning, and I learned how to slow the video down. So now I can do slow-mo. So I'm still learning, and I'm going to keep learning and keep my mind open and grasp this, the best I can.
Well, thank
you so much, for coming on the show. We greatly appreciate it. Kelly, any other questions?
No. Thank you very much for coming on.
Yes, we really enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll have you back on the show. You're more welcome anytime.
That sounds great. Thank you. It's been an amazing opportunity, and I hope someday I'm a medium and I can hold a candle to you and Kelly Jo.
Oh, thank you. We really appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you tomorrow from coast to coast around the world. Good night, everybody. Godspeed. Bye-bye.
Thank you.